to Kiss and the late Eric Carr that passed away like 30 years ago, 31 years ago. To be, yeah, and we are just like a couple of friends, and that happens to be a couple of famous artists like Dragan and Jolle Atlachik from Electric Boys and Hanoi Rocks, Ryan Roxy from Alice Cooper Band, Andreas Klerup, who's a big solo artist from Sweden, and yeah, a lot of cool artists and musicians.
And you've all got together in Stockholm as well, haven't you, for a photo shoot to remember the Kiss show from 1976. I think that's such a cool photo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really nerdy, but it's really fun to do that. To make such a legendary. It's such a legendary photos, and it's such a legendary concert for us in Sweden when Kiss was here for the first time. So yeah, it was a blast, and we had a lot of fun.
Tell us about the original album as well. That was called Carr Jam 21, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It
Tell us
contains
about
four songs.
how did that all come about?
Yeah, it all started with me and Gustav Kronfeldt, who's playing bass in this project. We started to talk about Kiss. That's our favorite band, and we talked about that we wanted to do a musical project together. And then we talked to Dragan, who's a close friend of mine, and we talked about this idea that it would be cool to play some Kiss songs together and record them and launch it and give it out and make it like a classic Kiss album. We have a vinyl that is full of stickers and posters and other extras. That's classic Kiss, and yeah, we just wanted to do our own Kiss album, and yeah, and we got a couple of friends together: Jesper Binzer, Ryan Roxy, Augustin from Wigwam, Martin from Bonafide, and a couple of guys, and we recorded 4 songs. We talked to Bruce Kulick and Loretta Caravello, Loretta is Eric Carr's sister, and she supported us together with Bruce in this project, and we got some cool stuff from her, kind of demo vocal recordings that Eric did in like 1986, and we added that to our songs. So finally, we have recorded a song together with Eric Carr.
Does certainly sound like a labour of love. You guys must all be very passionate about Kiss.
Yeah, it's and we have a lot of fun doing it together. So
that's what matters. That's what matters. Yeah.
Exactly.
Would you guys ever consider doing? I mean, there's like the Kiss tours and all the things that go on. You know, like the Kiss cruise and all the fan conventions. Would you guys ever consider doing something like a live show, even if it was just like a one-off of you guys doing Kiss music? That would be so cool to see.
Yeah, we have talked about that actually a few times, but it's pretty hard to get that together because everyone got a busy schedule with our other bands. Dragan got a new album out with the Hellacopters and are on a world tour right now. So, and the same with Ryan and Alice Cooper and the other guys. So, but yeah, we have talked about it, and we are really want that to happen. So we are working on that actually. So let's see what happens in the next year.
And what about you? What about Jesper? What's Jesper up to at the moment?
I'm recording actually I'm recording 2 albums right now. I'm working on the second Carr Jam album that we have talked about, and also a new Velvet Insane album. Velvet Insane is my glam rock, kind of 70s influenced rock band, and we are working on our third album right now at Thomas Skogsberg, who is a legendary music producer here in Sweden. So yeah, I'm working with that, writing songs and recording songs, and got a busy deadline coming up with that album. And I'm also doing some shows, mainly in Sweden this fall, but we'll go to Spain and UK in November and December. And I also working with a beer together with Dragon. Me and Dragon got our own beer label.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's called Riff by Dragon, and
excellent.
yeah, we have 4 beers out in Sweden, and right now we are working on. We are going to release it in Japan in October, and hopefully we're working with a deal that makes it possible for us to release it in the whole Europe in hopefully in a month or so. But
Look forward to trying that.
yeah, it's a lot of fun, and yeah, Dragon is a great friend of mine, so we have a blast doing it. So
Would you say you are heavily inspired by the kind of 70s glam rock and all that sort of proto hair metal that was to follow later on?
yeah, but mostly influenced by Slade and T-Rex and
Mm.
David Bowie and all those great classic bands, and Kiss, of course, and New York
Mm.
Dolls, and yeah. But I yeah.
If I was to put you on the spot and say that we're playing Desert Island Discs, and if you ask you to pick your top 3 Kiss songs of all time, what would they be?
Tricky question, but I would say Black Diamond from the first album.
Mm.
It's a heavy track.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Love Her All I Can. That's has always been my favorite song. It's from the Dress to Kill, and I right now I'm in a deep The Elder period, kind of.
Ooh.
So yeah, I love that album, Under the Rose, and I also love Gene Simmons' solo album. Yeah,
So you really getting into the Elder album, because it's a very different album for Kiss to do, and a lot
yeah,
of Kiss fans were quite alienated by it, and I don't think they were ready at the time for Elder. But when you listen to it now with fresh ears, it is a very good achievement for a band like Kiss.
yeah. I think it's a genius and excellent album, and I think, yeah, like you said, it's easier to listen to it now than to listen to it in 1980
Mm.
when they released it, because they had done like 2 disco albums
Yeah,
before that, pop albums, and I think the fans were just not up to another weird thing. They wanted heavy rock like they
yeah.
were used to. Yeah. But now when you go back and listen to Unmasked is like one of my favorite Kiss albums. I love that album. And the same with The Elder, and the same with Gene Simmons' solo album. That's, I think, also was a disappointment to fans when it was released, because it's just full of ballads and Beatles
Mm.
songs. And yeah, he's doing like When You Wish Upon a Star as the last song. So it's not, people wanted the the blood spitting demon, but I got Disney, and yeah. But it's a great album with great songs.
Would you say that's your favourite Kiss album, or is there the ultimate Kiss album for you?
I must say that Unmasked, I love that album. It's
Yeah.
such full of such great songs. Like Paul Stanley's songs is just it's just like Tomorrow. That's one of the best Kiss songs ever. So yeah, and the Ace is just on fire on that album too. I think it's his best songs is on that album. So yeah, it's a great album, and I love the Australian tour that they did. I love to watch live videos and all that period in the band when Eric Carr came in to fill the drum stool for the first time, and it just such a lot of energy, and yeah, it's great.
So, what next for Carr Jam? Will there be? Are you going to go back into the studio? Can you get you guys get together and maybe put some more work out?
Yeah, the next thing is I'm gonna record my guitar parts, and yeah, hopefully we are gonna release a 9-song long album next year, early next year,
Fantastic.
hopefully, on vinyl, CD, cassette, digital, in all kind of platforms. So yeah, that's the next thing, to record this album, and we are working on some cool layouts and some cool extras and all kinds of cool and fun stuff. So a lot of stuff will happen early next year.
Fantastic. Do you think that your own guitar style was influenced by the legendary guitarists that have come and gone through Kiss, like Kulick and you mentioned Ace Frehley?
Yeah, kind of. More like Ace. I would say I'm a pretty sloppy guy, but I think for me, like a guitar player, I would say like Slade and yeah, Johnny Thunders, of course, and those kind of sloppy guitar players they're doing their job and they're putting a lot of energy and rock and roll into it and a lot of punk rock. I'm more into like a punk rock guitar player than I'm Bruce Kulick. I love Bruce, and I love that those albums that he put out with Kiss, and Bruce is a friend of mine and all of the guys in the project. So yeah, it's kind of a dream come true, like I said, with the Eric Carr vocals that were added to a song, and we talked to Bruce about the album and done some interviews together with him. So yeah, it's kind of a childhood dream coming true, really.
We certainly would love to hear it. Do keep us in the loop so that we get a chance to hear this, because I reckon it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, thank you. Of course.
And we wish you all the best with it and your other projects as well, Jesper. So I'll just say thank you for your time and keep rocking. And, you know, when Gene Simmons said Rocky's dead, he couldn't have been more wrong.
Exactly. I agree. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, Jesper. Bye-bye.
Thank you.